Narrator's point of view. You laid on a bed, staring at the ceiling, just realizing how plain it was. Knowing that your lifespan is slowly fading in your hands. Tears slowly falls on your cheeks. The doctor told you that you have 3 hours left to live. It seemed that Illumi's black magic slowly begins to work on your body. Yes, Illumi's black magic. Not just Illumi, but the whole Zoldyck family. Ever since the Zoldyck family knew about your relationship with Killua, they've been trying several ways just to separate both of you.
Killua, assassins don't need any friends,
says Illumi.
Killua, assassins and commoners don't belong with each other.
Killua, listener can't even protect themselves. Don't be in such a relationship with such a weak person, says the whole Zoldyck family. The Zoldyck family has always been a family where strength is needed from a new member. Listener's point of view. It's not that Killua didn't try to fight for our relationship. He even tried to teach me how to defend myself. It's just that I'm too weak. I tried to fit in, just to be accepted by the Zoldyck family, but I can't even use none. I don't have any special tricks, powers, nor strength to make the Zoldyck family accept me. That's right. That's why the Zoldyck family can't accept me. I would just be a disgrace for the whole family. But why should they go this far to end my life? Do they really want me away from Killua? That makes sense. After all, Killua is the future successor of the Zoldyck family. He will soon carry the role as the family's head. I guess it would be bad for the head to marry someone as weak as me, right? But what can I do if my heart really wants me to stay with him? Is it so hard for them to let my heart get what it wants? I just wanted to live a peaceful life with the person I love the most. Why? Why am I so weak that I can't even fight for my love? Killua already fought for me. He even left his family for me. He sacrificed so much for me already. And meanwhile, me... Am I just a burden to him? Is loving him a burden to his family? Is Killua loving me a burden to himself? Narrator's point of view. Countless insecurities and self-doubt flood over your feelings that your heart could no longer stuff it all in. Drops of tears fall on your wet pillow as you cry. Why? How? How should you tell Killua about this sudden news? Say, "Hey Killua, guess what? I'm dying in 3 hours. Goodbye." You wanted to act already and stop crying because you're just wasting your last 3 hours of life. But you just don't know how to face him anymore. You knew that he would probably be more depressed than you are right now. The last thing you wanted him to be was to be depressed over you. Not just that, but the fact alone that you suck at goodbyes. You don't want to see Killua's tears.
You don't want him to be upset. But you can't help but feel like you wanted him to miss you. You feel like you wanted him to cry for several years for you. You suddenly feel selfish. You wanted to stay alive as long as he lives. You wanted to be the only one who can make him feel upset. But how long would these selfish feelings last? How long would it take for him to grieve over your death until he finds someone new? How long would it take for him to finally decide to give up on you and move on? Because of these selfish feelings of yours, your will to continue on living grows stronger and stronger. But what can you do? Your life is not in your hands. It's not up to you to decide whether you continue on living or not. Killua's point of view. I was walking towards the house, thinking about how would the listener greet me this time. Would they greet me with the warmest and brightest smile once I opened the door? Or would I smell the great and tempting smell of their cooking? Various thoughts of listener flooded my mind, as my heart can't help but beat as fast as it could. I was about to ring the doorbell, when suddenly, my phone in my pocket rang. I picked up my phone from my pocket, then answered it. After the phone call ended, I dropped my phone on the floor, making it burst into pieces. I quickly ran on the opposite direction of the house, not caring about my broken phone left on the floor. Time skip. I finally arrived at the Zoldyck mansion. After receiving Illumi's call, I felt like my whole world stopped. My heartbeat dropped. A few more steps left for me to walk until I finally reached the front door. But before I could even reach it... Hello, Kilua. The whole family has been expecting you. Illumi said as the front door suddenly opens right in front of my eyes. Just as the front door fully opened, I could see the whole Zoldyck family waiting for me inside. I clenched my fist as I slowly walked inside with the murderous aura surrounding me. Rage and wrath finally reached inside me, making my heart and mind tainted in black. What did you do to the listener? I said. That person is not compatible to you, that old hag said. Compatible? If the whole world used the word compatible to pair up with someone, don't you think couples should be happy all the time? But why aren't they? Killua, how many times have we told you? Assassins should be paired up with assassins, said my mom. Oh, really? Maybe that's why our family is messed up. Nonsense, Killua. We are the Zoldyck family, one of the top assassins in this world. We must keep up with our tradition, another guy said. Family traditions? Screw you all. Screw our ancestors for starting the screwed up tradition. Now, stop listeners' curse. I wish we could, Killua. But isn't this the only way for the both of you to finally be separated? My mom said, with a disgusting smile on her face. Well then,
if you wish for them to continue on living, never go out of this mansion ever again, and never be seen in front of them again. Listener's point of view. I was finally prepared to die, when suddenly I felt my strength coming back to me. I decided to check my phone. I saw Kilua's text to me saying, "I'm on my way home, baby," with a heart emoji next to it. The text was sent an hour ago. I look at the time on my phone to see it is already past his work hours. Suddenly, this deep feeling inside my chest grew. No, it can't be. He couldn't possibly know about my curse and went to the mansion, didn't he? Narrator's point of view. You knew these possibilities were 80 to 90% accurate. So you rushed outside your bedroom and opened the house door to rush towards the Zoldyck mansion. Kilua had always warned you about the ways of the Zoldyck family, including the Zoldyck mansion. You knew all the traps they've set, so you didn't get killed as you rushed towards the mansion doors. You kicked the mansion doors open and saw the whole Zoldyck family sitting in front of the fireplace. But you didn't see Kilua. Listener's point of view. "Where's Kilua?" he shouted. All the members looked at me with dark gazes on me. "How did you get here? Did you pass all the traps?" A girl I don't know asked me. "I did. So what? What did you do to Kilua? Did you guys blackmail him?" I yelled again. They all just looked at me with smirks on their faces. How could they? How could you guys treat your own family member like this? Kilua is not just a random person, darn it! I said. Which is why we are separating a weak commoner like you from him. Kilua is our precious gem in the family. You do not deserve a gem like him. One of them said. To be continued.